position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cal Bears offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come up. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Back to throw, it's Mack. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield. It's Wiley. Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cal!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida State Seminoles offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker. It's White. Turning it on. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. 1st down here for the offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The run from the shotgun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
And the Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Zings it complete to the right. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Noles! A great catch and run for 6. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gives it on the option. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Gonna run it. It's Wiley. Pass the sticks and still on his feet.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Boone Pickens Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Steps away. Uncorks one to the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his team.
There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too.
He's loose. And that's where he ripped off a huge gain.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It's hard to have a grown man bearing down on you, about to hit you in the face, and you still be able to focus and keep your eyes down the field and throw a great pass to your wide receiver. Great job by the QB.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss, and that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Mack. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cal!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Caught behind the line. It's Wiley. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Quickly to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. Got room to work. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They march 72 yards, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air, it's Mack. Finds his target down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Hand off from the shotgun. Finding an escape route. He has the first and still on his feet. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Golden Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive?
Turning it on! And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
To the air on second down. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Touchdown, Knowles! And that one will give him the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcom. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Mack. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's White. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Noles have pushed it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. The snap sets up to throw. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive to, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
There he goes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there. Looking downfield, it's Mack. He lofts it high
high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires one high and deep. Makes a catch down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Lost to throw again. Using the quick game. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse.
This defense, one of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the 4th down.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Seminoles. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Mack. Here's the pressure.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man. Still running at the 40. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Immediately fires to the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Mack. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Past the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. I'll bet they'd sign up to start every drive 1st and goal from the 7. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still...
Touchdown, Knowles! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Knoll Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but it's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by just 1 over BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarter.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Mack. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Slings it. Right on the money. Touchdown, Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Lining up for the PAT. hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Great place to start for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Timeout called there by the defense. Much time as possible. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. The kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, and went in. Nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Turning on the Jets. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now on 1st down from the 28. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Golden Bears want to move quickly. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Sweeney. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be calling a hot route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Rolling right and going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Got it! Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Why not double the try total and go for 2? From the gun, looking for a man. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Here's a heat. Grabs behind the line, it's Sweeney. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they